Hello my bookworms, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sydney and welcome back to another round of Spin the Bottle TBR for June. So hey, what's up? How are ya? I hope you're doing well. Thanks so much for being here and hanging out with me for a little bit. If this is the first Spin the Bottle TBR that you are landing on, I will leave the link to the playlist of all the previous installments of this game down below in the description. But without further ado, let's jump on into this month's game. I don't know about any of you guys, but May felt like it took forever. Like, looking back at this stack of books that I was to read this month, it feels like I read some of them like 4 months ago. So that is the first thing that we do now at the beginning of every game, is that I look at the previous month's TBR, and if I successfully read them all, then I will get a reward that I will be able to use during today's game. And if I didn't complete the TBR, then I will get a punishment. So this is the TBR that I was supposed to have read this past month. I can flip the secret book around because the vlog that had Strange the Dreamer is actually out now, so it's not a secret anymore. That vlog, by the way, had 6 whole books in it and is a feature-length film. I was very proud of it, so if you want to go check it out, it is the Daryan Made Me Do It vlog. I read all of her favorite books and it was mostly a good time. But I actually just finished Cleopatra and Frankenstein today, and the only one I haven't read yet is Nick and Charlie down here, this really skinny yellow one, and it's the 30th right now, and I believe that I will be able to read that book, if not tonight, then over the course of today and tomorrow, before the month is over. So I finished all of these and then a couple other books as well. I don't know who I am. But yeah, so I have the little jar here that we're gonna pick a benefit from. We have all these little like prompt things inside and we're gonna pick one. Okay, ready. I don't know. Why am I scared? This is a good thing. I don't remember what this one means. Obviously it has something to do with my Patreon because it says Worm Pass on it, and obviously it was a suggestion for my patrons. I have to go look at the Discord and see what the heck this was supposed to mean. I'm guessing it means like a free book, like I can pick whatever I want for one of the spins today, but I don't know for sure. I need to go check. Okay, I think I found what I believe that it means, because for my Patreon I have a Discord and one of the threads is like a suggestion for reward prompts, and Erin had said a punishment save reward where if you get this reward and you don't finish your TBR, you wouldn't have to take your punishment at the end of the month. And I think that this Worm Pass is what I named that reward. So I think that's what it is. It has to be, because none of these say anything remotely close to that. So I think that's what it is. So very cool. That will probably come in handy actually, because this next month is going to be insanely busy for me. A couple things are going on actually. Avi will probably have to have dental surgery. She was chewing on one of those antler bones and she like chipped a tooth, but it might have like cracked down into the like through the enamel, whatever. Plus my mom is having her surgery in 2 weeks time. So all positive thoughts, prayers, whatever you do, send them to my mom, please. I would really appreciate that. And as well to Avi because she hasn't eaten a biscuit in like 2 weeks. She's eating. We just like switched her kibble to like a soft food diet and she's eating, she's doing okay. She just like won't eat anything crunchy and it's really sad because biscuits are her literal favorite thing in the world. Plus Caleb is taking a month off of work to try to finish our house so that we can hopefully move soon. So I will be very busy doing all of these things, helping renovate, going up to my parents' house for my mom's surgery and for Avi's surgery. We're going to the vet up by her. So it's really nice to know that I won't have to take a punishment if I'm too busy and can't finish this exact TBR. Anyways, I digress. The other thing that I'm keeping track of is my swig program. So this is a benefit to where if I successfully work out or move my body 3 times a week, then I get a swig, which is basically like a mood read or a free space prompt. If I accumulate a swig and I get a prompt that I don't want to do, then I can use that swig and swap out the prompt or swap out that book for a different one that I actually do want to read later on in that month. I have one from last month, so I will keep that on the back burner in case I need to use it today. And this month, it's upsetting. I missed 1 day. I have worked out 3 times a week, every single week, except 1 week. I missed one. I missed 1 time. So in good faith, I can't just lie and say that I did when I didn't. So no swig this month, but I do have one from last month, so everything's fine. But all of that being said, we can get on into the game. So the first spin will be my Patreon only spin, and then from there I will mix and mingle all the prompts and we will continue the game. We're doing 5 spins as always. So the first spin that we got was read a book by an author with the same initials as yourself, and my initials are SM. So I already know that a couple authors are Sarah J. Maas and Shauna McGuire. Wow, hi, also, I didn't mention this before. June is Pride Month. Hello. Hello, Pride. Hello. And a big group of us over on Instagram are doing a Pride-themed bingo board, read-a-thon type thing throughout the whole month. It's really cute. Here's the bingo board. We made a reel and everything. Well, really, Christine and Monique made a reel, and we just participated in sending clips. So where I can, I'm going to slide in some queer books for sure. So the link to my Instagram is down below. Please check it out and participate if you would like. But anyways, back to the first spin. It was read a book with an author with the same initials as yourself. And I'm going to go with Shauna McGuire. And her new release just came out a little bit ago, and it is the companion novel to Middle Game, which I loved so much, and it is Seasonal Fears. I don't really know anything about it other than it is the companion novel to Middle Game. So I don't know if I will get some like cameos or Easter eggs within this book about Middle Game. That would be super cool. But other than that, I know that our two main characters are completely different from the other book. So I'm assuming that it's an entirely different story, but maybe with some loose tie-ins. But I'm very excited to get this on the TBR and support a queer author. And then let's go on to spin number 2. Hello? Spin number 2. We got read a book with LGBTQIA representation. There are so many. Obviously, there are so many great books that I could pick. The one that I'm going to pick, however, is my book club pick of the month this next month. I'm genuinely not sure what in this book is queer, but on Goodreads, it is shelved under LGBT, so I'm gonna run with it. And that book is Black Sun by Rebecca Roanhorse. And a little part of the synopsis says, this is an epic adventure exploring the decadence of power amidst the weight of history and the struggle of individuals swimming against the confines of society and their broken pasts. A god will return when the earth and sky converge under the black sun. So this is during the winter solstice, but at the time that this book is taking place this year, it is also coinciding with a solar eclipse. And apparently there's just celestial prophecies, political intrigue, and forbidden magic. And apparently it has LGBT representation. So all of these things I love so much. I'm very excited to get this on the TBR. It's been a long time coming. I've had it on my want to read shelf for like 2 years at least. And then let's go on to spin number 3. Spin number 3, we got read a book with a beautiful cover. This one's easy. I have so many. And I'm making a snap decision. I had previously thought that I was going to choose a different book, but I'm making a different decision. Okay, the book that I'm going to pick for a beautiful cover, I just absolutely love the font. I think the colors are great. It is Darius the Great is Not Okay by Adib Khorram. And I absolutely love this spine. It's like, it's the same like, you know, what's it called? Not satellite, almost like show light, you know, like a projection of the title but just miniaturized. It's very cute. And this one, it makes me feel like I want to cry every time I hear it. I think it's going to be 5 stars. That's just how I feel about it. But this book is a queer coming of age story, and it's about our main character Darius, who has always felt like he doesn't really fit in, but he's sure that all of that is going to change since he is moving to Iran. He's dealing with depression and trying to explain to his grandparents that he needs his medication is only making things harder. Then Darius meets Sarab, the boy next door, and everything changes. Soon they're spending their days together playing soccer, eating faluda, and talking for hours on a secret rooftop overlooking the city's skyline. Sarab calls him Dairush, the original Farsi version of his name, and Darius has never felt more like himself than he does now that he's Darush to Sarab. This brilliant debut is for anyone who has ever felt not good enough, then met a friend who makes them feel so much better than okay. It just makes me feel a lot. I'm very excited to have this on the TBR. I've heard really good things, and I am just absolutely in love with how it sounds. I'm very excited. And then let's go on to spin number 4. Spin number 4 was mean. The prompt I got was read a book that is longer than the longest book you've ever read. And I can already tell you, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna use my swig from last month for this prompt because your girl doesn't have time to read a book longer than the one she's ever read. But just for fun, let's see what it would be. I'll arrange my read shelf by like reverse number of pages, whatever. And this top one, I DNF'd. I DNF'd it at like page 50. It was sent to me by the author and I couldn't get through it. But the one below it was 870 pages and that was Order of the Phoenix. 870, huh? Hold on. Okay, I was going to say if Jade Legacy is longer than 870, then I will actually use that because I need to read it anyways. But it's not. It's only like 600, maybe 700 tops. So I am going to use my swig from last month and cancel out this nightmare prompt, which means that I can now mood read for this one, which is fabulous. But now I'm back down to 0 swigs, so I can't use or mood read any other books throughout the month and count them for the game. So that's fine. It is what it is. This is just not the month to tackle Way of Kings yet, okay? It's just not happening yet. So instead of using this nightmare prompt, I'm going to swap it out for this mood read, which is the buddy read for my Patreon book club this month, and it is Rage of Dragons by Evan Winter. All I know is that it says, a world caught in an eternal war. One young man will become his people's only hope for survival. And the fact that it says Rage of Dragons, I'm really hoping that there's dragons. Hopefully, maybe, mayhaps. I'm annoyed with myself. But this is also a series. Wow, so many series, so little time. But I know that this is one of Erin's favorite books from Booked and Busy. And honestly, I trust her so much and I'm very much looking forward to getting into this story and potentially finding a new favorite series because I feel like it's been a while since I've like overtly obsessed over something. I'm hoping maybe this could be it. But let's go on to spin number 5, which is hopefully the last spin. Spin number 5 was our last spin, and it is read a book that starts with a randomized letter of the alphabet. Oh boy. So let me go to random letter generator and I will screen record. Are we ready? I like the picker wheel. Let's do that. Okay, here we go. I need either an A or an R. Oh wait, S. Okay, cool. I will take this. It wasn't on my stack over here of ones that I was like hoping to get to on my TBR, but this one I'm happy with. Obviously the letter was S. And last month I read Skyward by Brandon Sanderson, and this month, hello, I'm gonna continue the series. Look at me continuing a series. Wow, we love to see it. And we're reading Starsight by Brandon Sanderson. This, obviously, like I just said, is book 2 in the Skyward series, whatever it's called. And I absolutely loved Skyward so much. And this is the sequel. So in this story, we have our main character Spensa, who has always dreamed of growing up to be a pilot, following in the steps of her father, basically. But her father was killed for deserting during like a really important battle. And now Spensa has been growing up with the label as like the coward's daughter on her back, which has been making life as well as getting into flight school very difficult. But nonetheless, the story continues, and Skyward was just so absolutely hilarious while also being like super action-packed, and I'm just very excited to actually continue the series. Yeah, wow. I wasn't planning on putting this on the TBR, but I'm glad that it worked out because I did really want to continue, so I'll take it. So on the Spin the Bottle TBR, we have Seasonal Fears, Black Sun, Darius Agreed Is Not Okay, Starsight, and Rage of Dragons. This is a moody stack. Very fantasy sci-fi heavy. I'm glad I got a little bit of a like coming of age contemporary story in there so I can break it up if I'm feeling a little bit heavy. Another book that I will be reading this next month that obviously I didn't have a 6th space will be All Systems Red by Martha Wells. This is super short, so it shouldn't be difficult for me to get it finished. Yeah, it's literally like 160 something pages. But the buzzword for the Buzzword-a-thon, if you follow that, is all this month, so All Systems Red. And last month, Skyward really put me in a sci-fi kick, so I very happy, super stoked to be getting to this next month because I've heard really good things about about this series. That it's obviously super quick, but that it's also really, really funny and inventive. So here we are. And honestly, I'm sure there are other books that I'm gonna try to get to this month because of this bingo board for our Pride readathon that we're doing over on Instagram. But that's all that I have right now to tell you about. So don't forget to check that out over on Instagram if you would like to. That is all that I have for you today. So if you are still watching, then go ahead and leave the sun emoji down below in the comments. And while you're down there, don't forget to subscribe and like the video. I always appreciate your support. And of course, be kind to one another and happy reading. Bye.